What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Will Motivation back again with another video. Big shout out to all the folks on YouTube and all the folks on Rentlist. I wanted to do a quick video for all of you guys out there that are wondering if you can daily drive a Porsche 911 Carrera GTS with all this crazy torque. This is the new T-Hybrid, and obviously it's raining out here, so I figure, you know what, I'm gonna drive the Porsche anyway, even though I just got it clean. And for me, this is currently my daily driver because my Jetta is at the shop getting a stereo system upgrade. So this is my daily, and the short answer to the question is yes, I think you can daily drive this thing. It is rear wheel drive, so you can get a four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. I think I call it a 4S or something like that. You can get a all-wheel drive version of this car, which I think would even be better suited for this rainy weather. I don't know about snow, but I'm sure if you put some snow tires on it, it would drive fine. But we're gonna see how this thing behaves as a daily rear-wheel drive in the rain torque monster right now. So let's take this thing for a ride. I'm also checking out a good example of how we pay for this car. We're gonna check out some real estate that we're in contract on with one of my business partners, and we're gonna see how we pay for this thing as well. Now, one advantage on this car is I have the Michelin Pilot Sports on here, 305/30 ZR21, so these are real wide tires, but they do really well in the rain. So if you are going to daily drive this car, the number one recommendation that I have is get some all-weather tires. A quick thing, another thing you're going to have to consider if you're using this thing as a daily is your trunk space. In this case, the front trunk or frunk. You want to see how much space you got? Let me show you. It's actually really good. Here it is. I just took a road trip. I had 2 carry-on size bags in here with no problem. My recommendation is if you are gonna do a road trip and you wanna maximize the capacity, use soft duffel bag, like bigger ones, and you can fill them up with stuff and kind of stuff it down in there without worrying about scratching up with the hard carry-on. That would be my recommendation. Also, as a daily, if you daily this car, you probably don't have to put it on the battery, that expensive thing I just bought right there from the dealership. So if you daily the car, you don't have to worry about all those battery nightmare stories or predictions that people are talking about with this car being a hybrid, because it does have 2 batteries. It has a 12-volt battery that I believe is behind the seat or under the seat in the back. I haven't actually had to charge it up. And it has a hybrid battery in the front, right up here at the top. You take that plastic shroud off and you can access the hybrid battery. But that thing, they say if it dies, you're out 35,000 bucks. So they recommend that you keep it charged up. So automatic start stop, let's turn off the start stop. We go. All right, so that's the first little lesson of the day. If you're gonna daily this car, you get stuck in the weather, you can put this thing in wet mode right there, and on the steering wheel there's a dial right here. If you turn the dial, you turn it to the right, puts it in normal, turn it to the left, that puts it in wet mode. There's a little thing that pops up here on the screen where you can change some of the settings, and I just turned the auto start stop off. But yeah, let's see how this thing drives in weather. The one thing about this T-Hybrid is it is known for having a lot of torque, because it has a huge turbo and a larger displacement engine than the previous 992.1 Carrera. So I know a little bit about cars.
Turn right on Pinecrest Drive.
I know a little bit about cars. A lot of people get on me because they say I'm not a car guy because I don't know the specs of every single car on the planet. I just pay attention to the cars that I own or that I shop for. So yeah, they try to say I'm not a car guy for that, but I love cars, believe me. But yeah, that doesn't mean I try to go study every single car. But anyway, so far so good. The brakes are exceptionally strong. I have the carbon ceramic brakes on this one. All right, let's a little bit of gas, and we're sure-footed. Yeah, no traction control lights coming on or anything. No traction control lights popping up. Car feels great. Now, I have owned this car for about 2 or 3 months. I think 2 months I've owned this car. And when I first bought it, I was pretty much daily driving it. It's summertime here in Ohio. And yeah, I was pretty much daily driving the car. And I took it on a road trip. Excuse me. Took it on a road trip to Washington, D.C., and the car performed spectacularly. Really, really great road trip car. I got caught in a hailstorm. The car took no damage. Shout out to Max FPS in the forums. He took his car on a spectacular road trip as well. He's got the all-wheel drive. Let's just say that. I don't know what they call it in Porsche terminology, 4S or whatever. But he got caught in a hailstorm as well. His hailstorm was a little more dramatic than mine. They were like rock size hail that was coming down. The hail I was getting hit with, it was like little pellet size. Still scary though. But the car drove spectacular on a road trip, man. Just really, really great. I don't have any complaints about this car as a daily driver. Now, as a car show exotic, you know, where you plan on kind of like taking this to a lot of car shows and things of that nature, or you have owned or driven other exotics, the one thing you're going to notice about this car is that it is really quiet for a sports car. Now, if you really gas it, it kind of wakes up. And there's this button here on the dash, right there. Press the button. It opens up the exhaust, but as you can see, when I just pushed it, you barely hear anything. Let me be careful here. I just want you guys to hear the exhaust. You can hear it, but it's just, to me, it's just not quite loud enough, and it could have something to do with my spec on this car. I have the Burmeister upgraded top of the line stereo system, which there's 3 stereo systems that you can get in this car. You can get the bass, which everybody says you better not do the bass because it's going to hurt your resale. You can do the Bose, which is kind of in the middle of the road, and I have had the Bose. As a matter of fact, on my last Carrera T, I had the Bose system. I like the Bose system, it's pretty good. And then you have the top of the line Burmeister, which is what I wanted to try out this time and what's in this car. And really the only difference to me between the Bose and this Burmeister is the Burmeister can get louder and a bit clearer. But that Bose was good enough. Like, I never turned the Bose all the way up like I can do in some of my other cars. I never turned the Bose all the way up. So it had more than enough power and sound output. So if I was to do it over again, I would have saved a couple grand and did the Bose system. So for those of you guys out there speccing your cars, that's my input there. Let me get some light in this car. We got the sunroof. But yeah, so far so good. The car feels good in the rain. We're getting ready to hit the freeway. So in Ohio, the roads are pretty water resistant as far as like hydroplaning and everything. But like also, I'm a snowbird, I guess now, and I go to Florida, or I'm starting to go to Florida in the winters and stuff. And Florida can get pretty rainy, and their roads, like in the Orlando area, man, they're totally different as far as water. So you got to be careful depending on where you are, especially if you're on a road trip. You don't know how the roads are. You don't want to hydroplane. I mean, in any scenario. So you want to be really careful depending on where you live. If you're on a road trip and you don't know the roads. I actually hydroplaned really bad one time when I was graduating. Wow, this guy almost hit me. It's crazy. But yeah, I hydroplaned really bad one time when I was a college student, graduating college. I was headed back to school in Virginia on a road trip. I just got a Ford Probe, and it had bald front tire. Come on, man, scoot over! What are you doing? Dang! He was just about to run me off the road. That really upset me. Sorry about that. So be careful of drivers. I imagine probably what was going on is he's looking in his mirror at my car, because it's a nice Porsche, and he's wondering what it is. And then while he's looking in his mirror, he's not looking straight ahead, and he's veering into my lane, cutting me off because we're in a curve. So you got to watch out for idiots that don't know how to drive and are going to be looking at you because you're in a really nice car as a daily, and they might run you off the road if you're not paying attention. And it's crazy, man. But all right, so we're in the rain. Feels pretty good. But I was talking about you know how you got to be careful. And we're seeing a variety of situations where you got to be careful. And we're gonna take a pit stop and look at one of the ways we pay for this car, which is through real estate. We just we picked up a property here in Columbus, Ohio, and we fixed it up and we flipped it. So we're in contract to sell it. Quick numbers on it. We're selling it for $269,000, and we bought it for 170, I think it was, or 169, I think is what we bought it for. So profit margin around 100 grand, but then you take out your closing costs and we split the profit. I'll make about 30-something thousand on this car. So a little over 30 grand we'll make on this car. Look like it's kinda in the hood. This is like, when I was growing up, this was not the hood. We consider this to be kind of nice over here compared to where I grew up. But now this is kind of turned into the hood, you know, but I think it's making a comeback. So, you know, we got a good buyer for the house real quick. So we'll go check it out. I'm gonna show you guys. All right, so just parked the Porsche up on the side of the house real quick. It's the side view of the house property. I like that. Got the security cage on the AC unit because, you know, them things will disappear if you're not careful. So welcome to Casa, what do we call this? Casa GTS. There it is, little duplex. Let's go ahead and check it out. So it's got two sides to it. Okay. Yes, I'm a guy. So this is Courtney's, one of my partners in real estate. First floor. Got it all painted up. Got a little fireplace. Got the ceiling fan. Got the ceiling lights. The disc lights. I guess this will be your dining room right here. Your dining room, your living room, that way. What do they call this style house? Like a shotgun or something like that? What do they call this style house? Like a shotgun?
Open floor plan?
Open floor plan. There you go.
Took out a wall right here.
Oh, okay. Used to be a wall right there.
Yeah, open it up.
Okay, open floor plan. All right, I'll let you.
All right.
Tell us what happened here.
It's a duplex.
Yep.
Don't know if I should put out numbers, but we did this on a skeleton budget. Each unit, we did a $25,000 rehab budget.
Okay.
Most of that I had to GC because didn't really use a contractor. I just use guys and I manage them. So detail finish is not 100 where we would normally have it, like I said, in another property, but this is a duplex. Target mainly investors, and investors want to make cash flow on it, renting it, which luckily we had a buyer before we even finished it. They came, they loved it, they bought it, so that's good. So we bought it at 135. We were able to put 25 aside, that 50 grand. We went a little bit over for like the appliances and some other things, about 7,000 over. So this is the finish. Did over all the ceilings, put recessed lights in, did the vinyl flooring. Did some shiplap and a simple cheap touch on the fireplace, getting a good look. All the new ceiling fans and stuff like that.
Yeah, I like that. And it's got AC.
This side doesn't have AC.
Oh, okay.
It came with it. The other side has AC.
Okay, well, it's pretty cool in here.
I got a quote for 45, which the client is going to cover.
Okay.
I extended that to the to put central air on this side. It's on the other side.
Yeah, it's pretty cool in here.
Yeah, the fans do a pretty good job. Granite countertop. Got this on the real steel on both, both sides.
Is this gonna be the rental side, or are they gonna stay?
They're gonna rent it.
Okay.
Guys did a shitty job on the whole ground. Did a good job laying the tile, but they grounded so thick.
It looked like an effect.
But it's okay. Like I said, the client loves it. That's fine. We built this bathroom. This wasn't a bathroom before.
Oh, nice.
So now it's a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath.
Okay, so you got half right here.
Yeah, it's a half bath.
Okay.
So we added that.
Nice. Got the new vanity in there, toilet and everything.
Yeah.
Cool. Kitchen.
So cleaners are coming on Wednesday. The owner takes the key on Friday.
Okay, so Friday.
Yeah.
Carpeted up the steps. Turn and burn.
Feel the heat, huh?
Okay, yeah. A little warmer up here.
3 bedrooms.
3 bedrooms?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Dang. This is a big duplex.
Yeah.
Okay.
These are very limited to find out, but they sell quick. This is the master, the main bathroom.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's real nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this.
And then you got all the bedrooms. You know.
Bedroom, the closet, ceiling fan. Yeah, ceiling fan is a good idea.
Yeah, they work pretty good too, man.
Ceiling fans. So this is probably the bigger bedroom right here. Cool, cool. So this is a duplex. So this is just one half of the house.
One half, and they're getting $1,800 a month on this side.
Oh, dang.
And I think their mortgage, after they put the 25% down, their mortgage is gonna be, I think almost the same, about 18.
So this is gonna pay for their
18, close to $2,000. It's their mortgage. So they make about $1,800 a month cash flow.
Nice. Nice.
We'll just go to the other side.
All right, so let's check out the other side.
And I usually do everything uniform. Do everything the same.
All right, so that's side one.
This side a little cooler. The central there.
So this one's got the AC. All right. Similar setup though.
Similar setup.
Okay. Cool, cool. Got the ceiling fans. Opened it up.
Open up. Same thing on the kitchen. Oh, it has a basement too. I didn't show you.
Okay. Yeah, you got that's.
Let's go to the basement.
Do their laundry down there.
Yeah, they have the laundry.
Nice big refrigerators.
Yeah, I got these refrigerators on the deal at Lowe's.
So they're gonna rent both sides out,
Actually,
or they're gonna stay on one side.
they're gonna live in one side and
Yeah,
the other side.
yeah. That's a popular thing to do with a
They used
duplex.
to live in New Albany too at one point,
Oh, really?
but they're taking 2 years, you know. And good move. I like to see people do that.
Yeah.
Bring the sacrifice to build. They actually joined my program too.
Oh,
My
nice.
daughter joined my program.
Nice.
So, it's pretty good.
I heard something that sounded like some gunshots back here. What the hell is that? The hell is going on? You hear that? I don't know what that's all about. All right, so daily driving the Porsche 911 Carrera GTS 992.2. This is a 2025. One thing that is different about this, and I actually read the user's manual or owner's manual to find this out about the this car having the hybrid battery and daily driving is it's good. If you get a T-Hybrid, it's good to daily drive it because that will help keep the battery charged up. And they recommend that if you're going to leave this car sitting, so let's say you're not daily driving it, they recommend that you put the car in the drive mode in Sport Plus, which is what it's in right now. They recommend you put it in Sport Plus and go drive it a couple miles, spirited, I guess. Just drive it like you stole it for a couple miles. And what that'll do is that'll charge up the hybrid battery, which is that green charge right there in the middle. It's fully charged right now because I'm driving in a Sport Plus mode. Police are coming. So that's what they recommend, is that you drive it in Sport Plus. That'll charge the battery before you park it for an extended period of time, because you'll park it, that hybrid battery will be fully charged, and it would take a long time for that to discharge without driving it, just having it sitting in the garage. So that is your learning for the day if you get one of these cars or you have one cars, is charge that hybrid battery to full capacity with Sport Plus mode before you let the car sit. The other thing is, which is what I had the car in the shop for recently, is you can get a battery tender for the 12 volt battery. So you can put that on a tender while you're gone and let the battery charge, the 12 volt battery charge up while you're gone. So those are your 2 tips for maintaining this car if you're not going to daily drive it. But if you're daily driving it and your alternator is working as it should, then your 12 volt battery is going to be charged up and your hybrid battery will be charged if you drive the car in Sport Plus. If I drive it in normal mode, it stays around half. Like the hybrid battery would be like half full. But driving in a Sport Plus mode, it'll quickly charge all the way up. And like I said, I think within 2 miles or 3 miles, it'll be fully charged. It doesn't take a long time to get topped off. So that's something to consider if you're gonna daily drive a Porsche 911 T-Hybrid. I think for me, the only downside of daily in this car is you're gonna be thinking about how expensive the car is, and these other drivers out here, you know, you don't want anybody to hit you while you're daily driving this thing. So that's my only downside of daily driving an extra car. But hey, if you don't have an extra car and you want to have a sports car like this, you can daily drive it, that's for sure. Okay, so let's finish discussing this car as a daily. Just got done taking it for a ride. My experience with the car though has been very positive, especially as a daily driver. One of the things people worry about is, will this car be too stiff as a sports car? Like, will the suspension be a little bit too stiff for daily? And in my opinion, no, the suspension is not too stiff, but that you got to take that with a grain of salt, because I'm a guy that drives a lot of sports cars, a lot of Audis, and Audis are known for being pretty harsh. I daily drove a Audi RS3 for many years, and that car, I feel like, is stiffer in the suspension than the GTS. So, and I actually sold my RS3 and traded it in for my GTS, and this is more comfortable than my RS3. So when you're talking about drive suspension, this is actually more comfortable than my RS3. However, the RS3 of course had better trunk space. It had 4 doors. If you can get by with 2 doors, then I think this car can work for you. If you occasionally need to use the back seat, I'll show you. There's the back seat. Those little rear seats come down. You can pull these down like that. Ooh. Those come down. There's my little battery tender right there. So all I gotta do is pull that out, plug it up right there. I don't recommend those for adults, but in an emergency scenario where you need the back seat, you can use those. But they're really good on road trips, or like you go to the grocery store, you got a bunch of stuff, you put some of the stuff in the back seat and some of the stuff in the front trunk, and you got enough room in the car to use it as a daily. But if you have kids that are regular sized and not midgets, they're going to be a little uncomfortable in that back seat. Now, gas mileage on this thing, that does lend itself to being a good daily and even a good commuter. I took this thing on a road trip, and on the highway, I was able to get 500 miles, over 500 miles to 1 tank of gas. But that is with the extended range fuel tank. So don't forget, if you spec one of these brand new, make sure to get it with the extended range fuel tank. And if you buy one used, try to find one with the extended range fuel tank as well. If you like the car to be quiet, this car is definitely not going to be too loud where you have to worry about, you know, it's a sports car, it's going to be sounding crazy. No, you don't have to worry about that in this car. It's going to be very mild, very tame. Even when you open up the valves for the sport exhaust, it's still not like too loud. It's actually a little too quiet for my taste. But that's really the only complaint I have about this car. But if you're using it as a daily driver, you might like that. You know what I mean? So I definitely give this car like 2 thumbs up if you want to use it as a daily. The only thing that I worry about using this car as a daily that would affect me is my nerves, because I wouldn't want anybody to rear end me or cut me off like what happened earlier, or, you know, basically hit me in this car and then my insurance ends up going up because of some idiot. And this is a $200,000 car. So that's my only worry or concern with daily driving this car, is that it costs $208,000, and that might be my only issue daily driving the Porsche 911 Carrera GTS 992.2. So that's my little insight for a little fun video of the day. Figured I'd take it out while it was raining. Now I got to go get it cleaned up, and that's one thing you're gonna be doing, spending money on details when you daily drive this thing. But that's a small price to pay for the fun you're gonna have in this thing. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Hit that like button, thumbs up, and subscribe if you want more. So you're thinking about joining my channel, or maybe if you haven't thought about joining my channel, maybe you should, because channel members on my channel get access to exclusive content with exclusive cars, like this here Lamborghini Revuelto, like this here Ferrari F8, like this here behind me Lamborghini Huracan Technica, or even the Porsche
almost said a new car that I have on the channel that you guys don't know about. But this Porsche 911 Carrera T, the RS3. All of the videos that I upload on this channel, my channel members get to see those videos first as soon as I push them out, and then they're released on a schedule. I already have about 10 videos lined up that only my channel members have access to. If you're considering joining my channel, now's a good time. I definitely will shout you guys out. I'll answer your questions in my live stream with priority. Yeah, so hey, join my channel subscription through YouTube and get access to exclusive content just for you, and early access to content that I release on the channel, sometimes as early as 2 or 3 weeks in advance. So yeah, if you want the loose scoop, I got 2 cars that I haven't even released on the channel yet. So stay tuned, hit that join button. Hey, and join the exclusive section of our membership on the channel here on YouTube. Peace. Here with another video on how to turn $7,000 into over $100,000 in one single real estate investment transaction. You'll learn not only how to do flips, but also you'll learn the benefits of buying and holding and owning real estate for the long haul as rental properties. So what do you do when you're interested in investing or spending money on something, or spending time, energy, and money on something? You study. You know what? I can buy these houses for cheap prices and then rent them out, make a profit on them, and then it'll just be another business. So if you don't already own a home or own a house, you should buy a house that is a good house that will turn into a good investment. Yo, what's up? It's your boy Will Motivation, and today we're talking about my advice on the #1 way for you to get started investing in real estate.